Melvin, how you doing? I can't remember what day it is. Thursday, isn't it, today? And it's sunny, and I'm out the house, or at least I'm leaving the house now at 2 o'clock. It's been a fairly slow day, to be honest. Got a bit of hobby done, so that's something. And I'm going to pick up a couple of books. Who would have thought? I had 2 books delivered this morning, and I'm excited for those, to be honest. Really looking forward to reading them. One of them I've never read before or owned, which was the 2016, I want to say. 2016 version of the Kill Team book. Never had that one. More of a pamphlet, soft bound, not my favourite style of book, but one that I needed to complete the collection. And the other one is one that I had when I was a youngling. I think I was 12 years old, Codex Imperialis, which I sold to a chap called Gordon many years ago, who I went to college with. And I regret selling all of those books massively, because I didn't realise at the time how much Warhammer would still mean to my life. So yeah, I picked that back up. Got a really good deal on it. I think I paid £8, which is absurdly cheap because those things go for an absolute fortune now. It came in the 2nd edition launch box, I think it is, which interestingly is the parallel to the 11th edition launch box that's coming out on the 20th of June. One that I will not be picking up because I have no interest in orcs. However, the 2nd edition launch box that I got at Christmas in 1992 was Orcs and Blood Angels. This one is Orcs and Blood Angels. It's Return to Armageddon. And yeah, that's what that book is from. So it's nice to have it in my collection up on my bookshelf. And I've just had a quick flick through it now. And yeah, it was nice to reminisce. I remember sitting on my bed looking through that and the War Gear manual, building lists for a game that I very rarely played. Then, to be absolutely honest, at the time, didn't really understand. It wasn't something my dad was into, and as a 12-year-old, the learning curve was significant, to say the least. So I'd never actually played 2nd edition, despite owning a Space Wolves army and a Orc army and a Tyranid army for 2nd edition. I could never actually play it. So yeah, I had a friend that was also interested in Warhammer, and though my parents nurtured my love of the models, I never got to play the game, and I never really went to the Games Workshop store to learn how to play there. So yeah, I'm potentially going to try and have a game of 2nd edition myself, just for the fun. Now many years later, just to see what it would have been like. I have tried doing that with Rogue Trader, in fact, and that involved protractors for the turning circle of vehicles. So yeah, it was definitely simplified for 2nd edition, but anyway, that's it. So enough Warhammer for now. I'm trying to have a day where I'm not thinking about work, so that's kind of happening for the most part. Like I say, I've spent a bit of time this morning doing a little bit of hobby on my Kill Team, so I can play that. I'm recording a podcast this evening, and I'm going to record an interview with somebody right now, in fact. So that's going to be interesting. I've not done that before. Well, no, I have done interviews before. I've not done interviews on my hobby channel before. So that'll be fun, I think. Then the missus and the little one are out at a theme park thing, which was booked before I had the week off, because I hadn't actually planned on having this week off. It was only because of the work situation where I felt I needed some distance to kind of figure things out. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about work today, so that's it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go pick up some of the books I picked up. I'll talk about that on the hobby channel, it doesn't matter. Yeah, anyway, and I had a nice cup of tea with my mum and paps this morning, so that was nice. and I printed out some of those things for my boot, like trunk holders, out of the PETG that I had left over. And I have to admit, they are absurdly strong. I didn't have any faith in them whatsoever. And I've just banged them in now with a bit of Velcro that I had. May need to have a millimetre threshold on the bottom. I think recessed by a millimetre. I may get rid of the recess in the next ones I'm printing out, but they are absolutely banging. So I'm going to get like a really useful box in the boot of my car, get my walking shoes in there and some other bits and pieces, and then I've basically got just a setup so I can get out when the weather's like this. Either grab the little and he can come with me, or I can just go out on my Todd if Mrs. doesn't want to come. She's not into walking and such things, whereas I absolutely need to be getting out and enjoying the world a little bit more. So yeah, I can do that. Since I spent money on walking trousers and shoes, I'll keep a pairing boot, shoes in the boots, and jobs are good one. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go. Have a good one, and I will see you on the other side. Till later.